Welcome back to my meal prep Sundays, and today we are going to be having a dip. We're going to be making it out of cottage cheese and then some Lipton onion soup dip mix. And you guys, all you need is a blender. And this is not just any dip, this is my whipped cottage cheese French onion dip, and it is so delicious. And you've probably noticed that you're at a different angle today, and there's a very good reason for that. I have been nursing, or should I say struggling and battling a migraine all day long. It was one of those nights where you wake up in the middle of the night with a really bad headache and you know that you need to get up and do something about it, but you don't want to get out of the bed. And then you just keep telling yourself that you can sleep it off. Well, that didn't work. Okay, back to what you just saw. I just put the cottage cheese in the blender, and this is low-fat, small curd cottage cheese. It doesn't really matter because you're going to blend it, but in my mind, if it's already small, it will blend even easier. And then I just put that Lipton onion soup mix in there, and I'm just scraping down the sides because I want all of those great spices and seasonings to make it in there and to get blended up. And I also added half a cup of water to this just to kind of thin it out because I like my dips to be a little bit looser. So anyways, back to the headache. I didn't even get a cup of coffee this morning, so it is late in the afternoon and I'm having my coffee now. We are going to blend this for 3 minutes to make it extra whipped or extra creamy. And at about the halfway mark, I'm going to get my spatula and I'm going to scrape down the sides one more time to make sure everything is incorporated. And after I make sure it's scraped down really well, I'm going to put the lid back on it and do the remaining minute and a half to make it extra creamy and fluffy and whipped like we've already discussed. Now let's talk about the angle of this video. I know it's different and you don't see my entire kitchen, but you really don't need to. Like I said, I didn't even get to go to church this morning because I was feeling so bad. And even now, the headache seems to be coming back. This is the point that I want to taste it to make sure the flavor is just right before I finish the final whip, and make sure you always taste your food for seasonings. So anyways, I have a lot to do in the kitchen. You can tell behind me there's a ton of dishes. I had to do a grocery pickup order and that's all on the counter, and honestly I have to clean out the fridge. So this recipe was perfect for today because not only do I not feel well, but this one is so quick and easy to put together. It doesn't take but like 3 to 5 minutes total, and it's just good. Plus, there's really no reason to see my entire body or my entire kitchen because all we needed was this little blender and a little bit of counter space to make this possible. And I'm still in my loungewear because that's what kind of day it is. So I'm going to take my favorite brand of protein chips, and they're wild chips, and I have the buffalo style here or just the Himalayan salt, and they are so good. But I chose buffalo because this dip kind of cools down the heat. You have to try this flavor combination. It's amazing. You can have your dip and eat it too.